Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you welcome to the entertainment wrap-up on Krunch TV. You already know it's that time when we check out the hottest stories that made the news all week long. This week on the entertainment wrap-up, the man who made the biggest headline is definitely none other than my man Drizzy Drake. That's right, Drake has been in the news all week long. Chris Brown is also in the news, my man J. Cole, the Big Brother Africa show, and a whole lot more. This is the entertainment wrap-up on Krunch TV. Now we kickstart the entertainment wrap-up with some that was absolutely the biggest news all week long. I'm talking about my man Drake. Drake once again has been dragged into the middle of another controversial scenario, alright? And this time it involves my man who keeps going back and forth. I'm talking about Chris Brown and his bipolar, unsteady relationships, alright? Chris Brown has been caught up in some kind of love triangle for a while right now, involving Rihanna and Karrueche Tran. But it seems like Chris Brown finally settled for Karrueche, because they've been kicking it back and forth for a while now. But shockingly, news of a messy breakup between Chris Brown and Karrueche hit the internet a couple of days ago, alright? And Chris Brown even took to Twitter to call Karrueche out, talking about how she was partying with Drake, having secret dates while he was rotting away in jail. Wow, that must really hurt though. Chris Brown also gave an exclusive interview on Power 106 FM talking about how he is done with Karrueche. Karrueche also tweeted saying, LOL, NIGGAS, get caught up in the feelings when you break up with them. So apparently it is over between Chris Brown and Karrueche. But the interesting twist is Drake is once again in the middle or the center of this controversy. Now Drake has always been known to be the guy who just creeps up upon your girl and something just might happen. This time around, it seems like Chris Brown has told the world that Drake has been sleeping with Karrueche Tran. Is that true? Drake was quick to come to his own rescue, saying, hey man, I don't even know what Chris is talking about. I'm not into Karrueche. Karrueche is not my kind of girl. As a matter of fact, I like a big booty woman, something like the African woman. So apparently Drake is saying, hey, I had nothing to do with Karrueche. Yeah, we hung out. Yeah, she came for my concert, but we never kicked it. Alright, only a few days after my man Drake got into an altercation with hip-hop mogul Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs. He has too many names, whatever it is you want to call him. Alright, now Drake went to the big man. I'm like, yo, they even got physical. Drake and Diddy had an altercation at a club and even got physical. According to reports, Diddy knocked Drake until he got unconscious and even had a dislocation. Wow, that must have been really terrible. Internet addicts were quick to say, hey, it must have been about Cassie, since Drake is the kind of man that likes to creep up on your girl. But according to reports, we hear that it just might be over something else. But nobody's really sure though. Everybody's just speculating at the end of the day. But anyway, interesting to know that Drake is doing good right now. New pictures of Drake without the scars surfaced, showing that Drake is actually fine. He has fully recovered after the Diddy knockout, and hopefully he's just gonna stay away from trouble and stay away from the spotlight, at least this kind of spotlight, for a while. Big ups to you, Drake. You're still the man to beat any day in the time though. Pun intended.
And you're watching Krunch TV.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, away from Drake now to another rapper who always or almost always makes the news for the right reasons. I'm talking about my man Jeremih Cole. Now J. Cole is no doubt one of the illest rappers of this age, alright? is actually one of the very few rappers that reminds you of what true hip-hop is and still raps like we were back in the classic days, alright? Now, his highly anticipated album, Forest Hills Drive, has been generating a lot of buzz, and according to sources, J. Cole is destined to top the music charts next week, alright? Now, new estimates say the Rock Nation Stars album might do as much as 355,000 in its first week. Alright, so based on latest projections, Cole's latest solo offering should sell at least 335,000 units in its first 7 days. Alright, now if that happens, trust me, it'll be very amazing and very good for hip hop, if you ask me. Because, it's been a little shaky year for hip hop, man. I mean, no disrespect, I'm not taking shots, but I don't think this year was as good as last year, though. But it's all good. Big ups to my man Jermaine Cole. Can't wait to cop that one myself. Absolutely amazing and super talented rapper he is. And bringing it down home to Africa, the Big Brother Africa reality TV show finally came to an end. Nigeria's representative, Mr. Tayo, actually did good. He gained a lot of supporters from all over the continent, and a lot of people actually did think he was going to win. But my man from Tanzania, Idris, actually copped the star prize, alright? Idris turned out to be the ultimate, man, carting away $300,000. That's a whole lot after a whole lot of weeks in the house, alright? It's been fun, it's been interesting, even though a lot of people say, hey, this edition was not as interesting as the previous ones, but it's all good. I guess people still had fun. For all of y'all who love to watch Big Brother, I'm sure y'all had fun, alright? Big ups to Idris for winning this one. And once again, the Nigerian man got so close, but just couldn't, cup that first position, alright? It's all good though. Still on the African continent, my man Jeremih from the United States, who's one of the finest R&B voices, had to do an African remix to his Don't Tell Him jam. Now, his Don't Tell Him hit is a monstrous hit. It has about 5 remixes right now, if I'm not mistaken. At least I'm sure about the G-Unit remix, the one with some other cat and then some other cat. And right now he had to team up with a couple of African brothers, like true African brothers that I'm talking about. Ice Prince, our very own Ice Prince, Wizkid, and of course AKA of South Africa, alright? And they made the African remix to his hit Don't Tell Him, alright? You might want to go check that out. The African music industry is really growing and steady, gaining more international recognition. Big ups to our boys, doing great. And on a final note, ladies and gentlemen, the polity down here in Nigeria is really heating up. The major parties have held their primaries, alright? The gubernatorial and even the presidential. So we have people knowing who is running for what position right now. So basically, from us at Krunch TV, we encourage you to go out and carry out your civic responsibilities, alright? Make sure you partake, make sure you vote, eradicate every kind of political apathy, and be actively involved in the polity. If you want a better Nigeria, you got to work hard, you got to be a part of the process, and you need to be that change or influence that change that you wish to see, alright? Be a part of the process. Do not be used by politicians. Do not be used as instruments of violence. Let's have peaceful and smooth elections come 2015, and of course a smooth transition from one government to another, both at the presidency and the state level. And that's it on the entertainment wrap up on Krunch TV for this week. Until next week when we hit y'all stay out of trouble and keep watching Krunch TV. You already know, we out.